it came out a very huge condolence to the victims of the helicopter crash. Now the victims of the road accident on the yes. And I'm calling so Nyankopon ne nalanom ne nabofo emfa won cry see on share ebusuano so. Yes. Now, there has been numerous widespread dissemination of these prophetic and way adano way busumi etwa mu no ana nyina na ko pese plane crash, helicopter crash, ewiem ato yenchem esi na dudu yimu a ekoso nyina no 90% of it are from untrained quote-unquote prophets, untrained quote-unquote pastors. I don't know who gave them these titles. I don't know, maybe I'm going to die. No matter you set, we are software, we are deep for Namekasa, Omoti. You can't Yamia. Nyankopon obo soro ebo asase bo owia ebo osramo Nyankopon obo asase Nyankopon obo nipa Nyankopon obo konfo Nyankopon obo sofo Nyankopon obo ne onyi hwinye onam ya sai Nyankopon no a ohwe saa nipa no so e na meka no wasem minim mera sai Nyankopon no nya a odimi kasa me kasa ama onipa a odi nkyene a wo cha wasase so ni 70 to 80 and 100 cha onipa no e na be kasa bafo God, the Alpha and the Omega. He does not speak to anybody. No human being. No. Only you be on the sense I catch you say. Nyankopon ne kasa no. Me sin pi, asin pi. Impre oha ene oha to aso akire. Say oyo trofo, oyo no kware fo empire tire say. One no kura sia say no kura di obefi. Why? Nothing. Because moment you realize it be say. Nyankopon. O ma yina. Say that means that Nyankopon no body we are biased. And God is not a biased God. That means Nyame on this na sembia na obededi no or the clarity dey chiri or the munchi mu dey chiri. Impo prophecies na Nyankopon obededi amani pa or the directions dey chiri. Now also prophecies am obededi no on there different to bedwam and fan cause fear and panic and anxiety unto public anxiety. God does not do all. That means how? God don't do that. You have to understand that all this, we want mystic trends, we want to send a strong and cautious message, a spiritual one to the president, to the council of elders, the parliament, the governing body of the country, to understand that once you submit yourself as a leader of a nation, whispers, to the hearsay, to the messages of these so-called prophets, automatically, what they will fear and on man will be any on mine, a year, and then gospel, and they said the nipa that's an inside. The nipa that's an Ibia, so you're corrupt. Let's understand this very clear. When nipa that's an Ibia, but you're corrupt to a certain point, degree. It is all the one, any usum, any amanyosem. It did this the first time in the country. The decision of a nation, it didn't put a two, emanate number one answering machine. And yet, every see that, but I see it. But in the past year, it is okay. A history, say, and the kind of one history, we are seeing in history. The throne, any amanyosem, any ahinsem. There has been soothsayers who have consulted. There has been seers. There has been spiritual people. There have been mystics who have helped prominent people or prominences. And that's a word business to come into their power. That's it, the backbone of Ghana. It was operated by mystics. Ghana. Your backbone. Your culture, Kasano. For the transatlantic slave trade, for all of that, the sea of Ghana could one. Now your tia can see a backbone of someone strictly traditional. Let's say your book will be put this or comfort. Our table sumano or tisumano or yan kumade, a say out the one at seven prayers. Any day, can you blame them? I cannot. Because look at all this going on. What was the sorry? You can't blame them with that. What I meant to even correct you on that was that I can't say they have no reputation enough to say something, and then the government or the authorities will take them serious. Because unfortunately, these unprocessed, unfiltered prophecy is also from the so-called prophets. These titles. So we can kind of Bible from Genesis to Revelation. See, I don't say them a prophet. Now, I be to me because or that's a precedent. You have to understand, say. We have to understand, say. Or mine be never cost one, and yet by the council of soothsayers and so-called prophets. One will say, "Before no, I will take and buy no my another one man so sorry. I'm going to say this will give them some relevance because and commissioner will give book at the chair of mine. Now you can papa swa. It should not be casted out there in public domain. We have a culture that say, "Before now, and we are fail." These things they will happen. They will happen today. They will happen tomorrow, and they will continue to happen the next and the next. It is because of say the leader of the country has submitted himself under the altars of these false prophets. That is why all these printed commands, all this chaos, they flow through. Now, what they do is that they are there and they are prophesying, they are doing divination, and this divination is sending in an open portal into our realm. Some don't have anything. Some just don't. The ones that are prophesying don't have anything. And no, also, okay, you have to make sure that they understand. Otherwise, somebody will be on the title. Not to be aware. And you can see that they are not even up to 40 years. And so these boys are they are also social media commentators. They get up, they pick a tripod, they sit on TikTok, they sit on Facebook live streams, and they are fear and panic. And I mean, very vague, unfiltered, unprocessed, and unfortunately, Mackenzie, and you know the saddest thing is saying, because the government has unconsciously, the leaders of the country have unconsciously initiated themselves and submitted themselves under the altars of these false prophets. Ama and some normal count. Go back to the roots. Instead of setting up an office to reveal these noise makers, and that's why I call them prophets. They are not speakers. Instead of setting up an office to reveal them, what the president needs to actually do is to set up a council of mystics and spiritual scholars. Metaphysics, any statecraft near BM, now you're say. Adi we ABC, adi we evident media. And there are people, there are people, there are astrologers, there are spiritual scientists. Say this particular year, Trump, this and I make about this particular year. You will a real Musakayewa, and you soon want some candle, so spiritual scientists. A real constellation of the stars, the Milky Way, Sanya Mania, ever boy, Brabishia, a real Musakayaba, helicopters are crashed. These things are there. And this fame-seeking noise makers, this self-absorbed, they are operating on rumors. All of them. I don't want to DSTV. I'm going to see and Libya. I feel the doomsday prophecy. The realms are going to turn over all of these cases. All of these bad omens that they have casted onto the nation, back onto their lives. They are young. Because a chrono more. I made a soft with you to almost. Then I make every share about Mosso. You may so Ghana, and yes, of being pieball for be our auntie until I'm a animalist. Yamian Casano, or did no me at Ghana in the sense that not because of the president, but no man and Yakupo other than the other because of sin. Let's understand something. There is a whole dark somewhere. The former president. On it, he was also led astray by some of these false prophets. The Mother Earth cries upon that. It's a shame to Mother Earth, and it's also an embarrassment to God Almighty. So share, so we see. I saw it dying at the man. Now, President Muhammad did not only come to inherit bad governance, bad economy, or whatever. I don't know much about politics, but I know that there were some tough times before he came. And he did not only come to inherit those times. He came to inherit a spiritual curse as well. The karmic curse. You know, it's just like karmic relationship. Also, baby, who power to war. Nyamene and Anone, Suni, we are seeing that you small Bema Bonnie, you got better. No, I'm a children. On our band on it too. But you won't collaborate, and me and I'm all drowned, who's getting out, they are supporting that you may be supporting. And then the door the bar, but we found a karmic relationship. Now, in that sense, that is what my brother is trying to explain. So, President Muhammad did not only inherit a bad economy, bad governance, corrupt, but also predecessors. Now, so Osabe inheriting a karmic relationship, a karmic government, because who be the president? It is a stool, it's a spiritual seat. Therefore, goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Darkness, and the shadow and doomsday shall also follow you. Yes, you aligning yourself, Mr. President, with all of these false prophets, noise makers. And then before, I'm telling you, and before, do you see the prophesy so much? It's about these noise makers, this new age and paranormal. They want to say something to trend. And you are giving them audience by even opening an office for reviewing of what prophecy. Spiritual things are very review. Now spiritual things I mean a review now say we come say Benjamin. Oh, you are going about now no be reviewer. Where the reviewer? Does he have the spirit of clairvoyance in them? You are going to mistake. And also another false prophet also the creating who he is. Oh God ascended. Now, this is the solution for Ghana. Ghana must return to the roots. We understand that our phone will go moving. And there is none of them. Well, majority of them are. You seek that they will be able to help facilitate this cleansing of the nation on Ghana's behalf. But you look through, you find them. There are virgin mystics. There are mystics who have been cleansed by the God and Almighty, not some religious denomination leaders. We are more selfish interest. More absorbed with their own personal interest, like my brother said. They will keep driving the nation to doom. If you hold them close to you and breathe the same air with them, they'll be almost like every single day. And it will stand not from just Ghana. A calamity. And in the day, or even power, what the womb and say, or the womb a way to avert the camp. I saw Mukuta Concern. Was ye, which is said, Quabi about to feel get on what she kerosene and petrol. Now, much between we are concerned. That's what the prophecies they are doing is. It's like us. We have no way to solve it. Only say, oh, and every first service meeting, in case they don't have them, that should tell you where they are coming from. That should tell you the source that they are using to operate. And it's from that spirit. Sir, Ghana, and Christian country. That's what you people don't want to listen to. Ghana is not a Christian country. Ghana is strictly a traditional originated country. Your backbone, and also your made and I fed you. We should so, just looking to go because you said, we are Sunia, and as we say, Mama, this a foreign religion or something from let me have a counter be deep on my suit to the point says, and Colas got the yes, in me, 30 years, and to be TikTok on Facebook, and to be some common penny for 6 years. We say the number of abandoned penny for any. The people that are close to the government, to the presidency, what they have discreetly consulted us about. I'm saying, no, say link. Oh, they are sending links from these small boys. Yes, sir. Nobody was sending there. I don't know who. I'm a mama nipa. I'm a misro. At me free moment here. I'm going to bring some public hype. public hype,
sensationalism for you.
all these people.
Can I mention
And you Mackenzie,
yeah,
we should let them know. All these people, you will see that none of them will be able to see what's coming to them. Yes, there's a spiritual fall that's coming to cover all of them. And they have been a sacrificial lamb.
And they don't even know it yet.
They will be the gateway to the sacrifices that they have casted out there. They will be the first people that fall down. Mark this. Those boys, those Carroton bleaching prophets,
Facebook live stream, TikTok live stream boys,
those Carroton bleaching prophets, the prophets that they have labeled out there, those calamities, the downfall of great men that they have labeled out there, all their souls are coming back.
Who a small boy? We didn't feel already. We knew who to one man. I'm phoning penny phobia, sending periods of one so that was going to throw papa. Man,
look, you have the authority. You carry some divine anointing to prophesy these things on the men.
Now, if somebody is a president, there is something that he knows that you and I don't know. That's why he's there.
And spiritual power.
Let's have suit. Let's let them know that
spiritual power or spiritual gifts come with humility
and wisdom.
And that is why we are here today. To let the people of Ghana, to let the president of Ghana, for President Mahama. Members who call no matter for women and Korea with TV show, as you come with your more, it did your man once wrestling upon and can same way and my torso and go pin at this office for review. Do you see power when you see it? Do this before. They are so lightweight that one punch from the devil or from their own problems can make them fall down, which is going to happen. In the realms, we have already done their 1 week and their 40 days. Because the one of Macan, all the deceased great men, what they done it, public spectacle, what they done it, prophet, this is the way that God and America, we have to be able to decipher their God. When they say God, they don't mean our friend, they mean their God too. I can't even give them the space of faith. So they have altars. They don't have altars. They have followers. They have people, SS graduates, or from Papa Nana. This is state government. These are people who are any government that will submit the souls for themselves under these altars of these so-called prophets automatically kill the government, kill the spirits, and kill the spirits of the leaders. That's how they are. It will continue to come. Because they prophesy, and then what do? They work towards the result of it. They are corrupting public. They are corrupting spiritual discernment. That's how I know what I'm doing. Say, be people that you bet people they are dead. Because they are no for not simply so a poor moon searching or mukum. I shall have you up now. That's why all the bloggers and TV stations are afraid. What do we ever say? Because then it sounds like, no. These prophets, these prophecies, these fake prophecies that they are saying, most of them, 80% of them are from trending news. There's nothing spiritual. They are from trending news and rumors. Nothing spiritual about this thing they are saying. You see how quickly they are to rush in and just spill this nonsense, these points. And I mean, I'm stop it, and I can be now, and I can be share, and I can give a Saramia, give a Bukulampo, castle, or put a came on $400. Look at this. It is sad. Look at this comments. It is sad. I am a who. And that's how I did. I will not upon because let's say it's a spiritual evangelism. We should be able to tell the truth without letting people fear God. God is not supposed to be feared. No. So we have to blur the lines. We have to tell Ghanaians. We have to tell the nation. We have to tell the presidents. The directive. We have to tell the directive. They must take off the spiritual information. Yes. This is what Ghana needs to do. First of all, let's retrace our steps.
Yes, we trace our steps. Young fire and sunny and 9, then we and search. Now, yet send you, we are trapping you, not the to reverse now. Yen Tia 90, Nian Uncle Yenny, not as I say, and then Yabripa. Obianca see him to kiss the Bible, the book of life, the kind of year, but they are rather come and yeah, the Psalms. Then Chesama when you power or tradition. That be. Anything at the piano, Yanano, Yura, Optum Sword. You want to see then chair in a map to also can't say to two. You wrap 2 4 say to say, and you no food, feet. What must you tradition? A money, a memory, and yet demonic, and you're simple about it, and you're bonny. Open to maybe as I can as a Mr. McKenzie. Nanka, your papa. Bahama, wouldn't say, on the Krum, just 260 feet a year, bizarre. I mean, see how we are seeing. I mean, support, when they would draw across a show, as the Sukon Mafo again said, or more, they have some spiritual discernment more than him. Because why? We have made our tradition evil. Because they have made us believe that honoring our ancestors. Okay, you are President Bahama, about Nank Panduri, and I did be a watermelon. And I'll go for it. Malam back hold of the Betana. Jubilee House say, hey, Shem Mammy, who be seen the Shem Mammy, dear Shem say, dear neighbor, and I camera good super. And I got a mouth food. But one say, because we belittle our core, that is why when you go to the States, you go to other places, other spiritual other countries, they have their own system. Then you go to the Asia, they have their own deities that they what I say. If Ghana, we can pick a foreign religion, which is a Christian faith, and be able to be willing to die for it. We should not be embarrassed by honoring our tradition, because and look at movie and the year Nasia Kunyano, and the year Nasia Kunyano. Now this is the solution. Nyakopon, Nanano, no more dead, and they are mystic twins from the realms of the seventh heavens, and they never die. Yeah, they never die. A man paying for. Yeah, they are dying. It will be a general solution. Anything I can say, this is not our style. That is why the course, the interviews, we are not answering or saying anything. But by the kind courtesy, and by the course said, you are not for any 7 pages, you are number 4, I will give you a video. Or more, and a bank paying for amount of the Omodia to almost, and the air can't deal with to caution all of you. We are down, and it's not for MPP for NDC. And pay for Muda. Mr. say, Muda Munda. I saw for to come out for no ways. Yammy for sharp almost. And then pay for them. And pay for them, they stay back. And I'm paying for also. Yeah, I acquire my department. I don't want to. We can be able to filter them. Yes, I say, reviewed officer. Is there a mystic sitting there, or is there another false professor sitting there? Because officer now must know. When the office, name will be so school, no, and I'm with the spiritual mystic in our travel. About the young blood, the elixir of the God. Yes, that we said. Can you young blood, the elixir of God that we said. Now, Munimua, now was like a moon said, Papa, at a mills. The Susu, Ekusuna, Ganham. That's why all these things are going on. That is why Papa Hamaba and Little Animal is. Not because he's cursed. Mahama is the most blessed and gifted president ever after Kwame Nkrumah and other mills. I'll tell you on this on spiritual authority. Cathedral no yes one. Monko numgo ejira ile se onifi won. Cathedral na maye edesi won. Se monye yo se mayo. Sa konka ni amena na motu ho no. Jina ye na moye no ho anadwe no. Monko nkotu firi won to. And when you go there, do not take any of these half shoe wearing bleach pastors to go there help you. Because then you man. More fun paying for. And pay for them there has to be one. A mystic. And mystics, spiritualists fall under mystics. Herbalists fall under mystics. Astrologists fall under mystics. Spiritual scientists, they fall under mystics. Physicians fall under it. Metaphysicians fall under mystics. Soothsayers fall under mystics. Mumfa mystics. Enfanko. Na mumfa. Ghana hano. Nyame dan de ba mumfa obiya. Mumfa sofo, mumfa konfo, mumfa a man of God. If you are going to pick anybody, God chooses Salif, Bishop Salif Amwako. Mumfa onoso enka ho. Bishop Salih Pamwako and the mystic and any other mystic. Of course, Mutimi Fanko, Abraham Fantafa before Fanko. But that's a choice. Yet, Apetampi, Isoto, Isoto, Apetampi. What you see. But these names that I've given to you, these are straight from the mystical order. These are straight from the seventh heavens, and these are straight from the gods of our land. The reason why God has chosen Bishop Salih Pamwako to be part of it is say he converted from Islam into Christianity. But it's a secret that one day we will tell you. When you go there, we can come and supervise and help you filter these things. But this is not a matter of camera and video recordings or something. This is not a matter of recognition. This is not a matter of fame, trending. No, sensationalism. This is not. This is a real spiritual matter. Spiritual way. And I do this room. Live stream. No. Never come on TikTok live stream. Now you put the go and then Papa. Mama. What ye? You got the going in Bible. Now you going to any free home. And that's how. And then you go to Muslim at once. So our prophecy of which I said we will go. And so much. November, December, it will come back again. And it's unfortunate that when it comes back again this time, and you can pay for all because there are prophets, there are so-called men of God that orchestrated this spiritually. To make it happen. And you think this is from God? No, God, never. See, the funny thing is they think God has time. God is an absentee landlord. Or your dephobia, yes. Canada. Yes. US. Yes. And I want to assassin. And I was see a fear of the apartment with Mufaya rent. I'm going to them and Pocha, Mother Earth, Nature, Odia, Ghana for. A man pay for. And it's here. You organize about 2-3 concepts or whatever. Do you know? And when you not be able to friend mystics, and we'll be able to friend spiritualists, and you think that and I saw for Bible and quite some pitch. Can I come here? Bible concept. Down concept people. I saw for you now. Don't wanna cry Moses and come in. Mystics, they are finding themselves religiously. The woman of the should tell you the source of where they are coming from. Yes. The cathedral needs to be flexed, needs to be fixed, and needs to be consecrated. Yes. That's the any sort of prophecy, doomsday pronunciations. Now, both again have to say, as a man. Baba market one. Conform with Sally now. I feel query among Pampai, ever born. Their cankers will be all over town. And it has already begun. But it's sad. We will caution the nation, we will caution a man who pay for them. Do not submit yourself under this occultic altars in the name of it's a Christian. Nobody will be able to know. So,